In a chilling echo of the digital age's dark potential, a North Carolina man, Christopher Arthur, was sentenced for crafting and disseminating bomb-making manuals and videos. This case has sent shockwaves through the nation, exposing the vulnerability of a society grappling with the accessibility of dangerous information online. Arthur's actions were not merely an act of misguided curiosity. They were a calculated blueprint for chaos, aimed at empowering individuals to carry out acts of violence and terror. The gravity of this case lies in its potential to inspire real-world harm. Arthur's tutorials, readily available online, could have easily fallen into the wrong hands, with catastrophic consequences. Law enforcement agencies worked tirelessly to uncover and dismantle this online web of terror, highlighting the dedication and vigilance required to combat modern-day threats. The case serves as a stark reminder that the fight against terrorism extends beyond battlefields and into the digital realm. Arthur's conviction represents a victory for law enforcement and a resounding message to those who seek to sow discord and violence. However, it also underscores the ongoing challenge of identifying and neutralizing online threats. As technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, so too do the methods employed by those who seek to exploit it for nefarious purposes. This case serves as a wake-up call, urging us to confront the uncomfortable reality that the tools for destruction are just a click away. It underscores the need for increased vigilance, robust cybersecurity measures, and a collective responsibility to report and counter online extremism. The fight against terrorism in the digital age demands constant adaptation and unwavering commitment from individuals, communities, and governments alike. Christopher Arthur, a seemingly ordinary resident of North Carolina, harbored a dangerous secret, a fascination with explosives and a desire to share his knowledge with others who shared his extremist views. Arthur's descent into radicalization remains shrouded in mystery, raising questions about the factors that can lead individuals down a path of violence and hatred. Was it a gradual process fueled by online echo chambers, or did a specific event trigger this dangerous transformation? While the investigation shed light on Arthur's actions, it is crucial to understand the underlying motivations that fueled his crimes. What combination of psychological factors, social influences, and personal grievances led him to embrace such a destructive path? Unraveling the complexities of Arthur's radicalization is essential to developing effective strategies for prevention and intervention. While Arthur's case is undoubtedly extreme, it underscores a concerning trend: the increasing prevalence of online extremism and its potential to incite real-world violence. The internet has become a breeding ground for hate groups and individuals with extremist ideologies, providing them with a platform to connect, recruit, and spread their message of violence. Addressing this growing threat requires a multifaceted approach, including law enforcement efforts, technological solutions, and community-based initiatives aimed at countering extremist narratives. Understanding the factors that contribute to online radicalization is crucial in developing effective counter-terrorism strategies. By studying individuals like Arthur, we can gain insights into the psychological vulnerabilities, social dynamics, and online pathways that lead individuals down this dangerous path. This knowledge is essential for developing targeted interventions, disrupting online extremist networks, and preventing future acts of terrorism. The investigation into Christopher Arthur's activities was a race against time, a high-stakes endeavor to prevent his online tutorials from translating into real-world violence. Law enforcement agencies, working tirelessly to track down the source of the dangerous materials, faced the daunting task of navigating the often murky depths of the internet. The investigation required sophisticated digital forensic techniques, meticulous data analysis, and close collaboration between local, state, and federal agencies. Arthur's arrest sent shockwaves through the online world, serving as a stark reminder that the internet is not a lawless frontier. The case highlighted the crucial role of law enforcement in monitoring online activity, identifying potential threats, and holding individuals accountable for their actions, even in the digital realm. The success of the investigation was a testament to the dedication and expertise of the men and women who worked tirelessly to keep our communities safe. The trial of Christopher Arthur was a sobering reminder of the very real dangers posed by online extremism. The prosecution presented a compelling case, outlining the meticulous steps Arthur took to create and disseminate his bomb-making materials, as well as the potential consequences of his actions. The defense argued that Arthur's actions, while misguided, did not constitute a direct threat, and that he never intended for his tutorials to be used for actual violence. The jury ultimately found Arthur guilty, sending a clear message that the dissemination of bomb-making information, regardless of intent, will not be tolerated. The judge, in his sentencing, emphasized the need for deterrence, stating that those who seek to empower others to commit acts of violence will be held accountable for their actions. Arthur's case serves as a landmark legal precedent, establishing a clear line between free speech and the incitement of violence in the digital age. While the successful prosecution of Christopher Arthur provided a sense of justice, the scars left by his actions run deep. The case has shaken the community to its core, leaving many grappling with the unsettling realization that someone living among them could harbor such dangerous intentions. The fear and anxiety generated by Arthur's actions have had a ripple effect, eroding trust and fueling a sense of vulnerability. Beyond the immediate community, Arthur's case has broader implications for national security. It underscores the growing threat posed by lone wolf terrorists, individuals who are radicalized online and operate independently, often without any formal ties to terrorist organizations. This new breed of terrorist presents a unique challenge for law enforcement and intelligence agencies, as they are often difficult to detect and track. The accessibility of bomb-making information online poses a significant challenge for law enforcement agencies tasked with preventing acts of terrorism. Arthur's case highlights the need for increased vigilance, proactive monitoring of online platforms, and collaborative efforts with technology companies to identify and remove dangerous content. The fight against online extremism requires a multi-pronged approach, combining law enforcement efforts, technological solutions, and community engagement. The case of Christopher Arthur serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance in the digital age. It underscores the need for parents, educators, and community leaders to be aware of the signs of online radicalization and to engage in open dialogues with young people about the dangers of extremism. By fostering a culture of awareness, critical thinking, and resilience, we can create a society that is less susceptible to the allure of extremist ideologies. The case of Christopher Arthur is a stark reminder that the threat of domestic terrorism is real and constantly evolving. It highlights the need for a multifaceted approach to combat this growing menace, one that encompasses law enforcement, intelligence gathering, community engagement, and technological solutions. Law enforcement agencies must continue to adapt their tactics and strategies to counter the evolving threat of domestic terrorism. This includes enhancing their capabilities in cyber investigations, intelligence analysis, and community outreach. Collaboration between local, state, and federal agencies is also crucial to effectively share information and coordinate efforts. The internet has become a breeding ground for extremist ideologies, making it easier for individuals to become radicalized and connect with like-minded individuals. Social media platforms, online forums, and encrypted messaging apps have become powerful tools for spreading propaganda, recruiting members, and inciting violence. Countering online extremism requires a multi-pronged approach that includes working with technology companies to remove extremist content, promoting counter-narratives online, and educating the public about the dangers of online radicalization. Communities play a vital role in preventing domestic terrorism. By fostering a climate of inclusivity and tolerance, we can help to counter the narratives of hate and division that fuel extremism. Community leaders, educators, and religious figures can play a crucial role in identifying individuals who may be vulnerable to radicalization and providing them with support and guidance. Building strong relationships between law enforcement and the communities they serve is also essential to fostering trust and encouraging people to report suspicious activity. Preventing domestic terrorism requires a collective effort. By working together, law enforcement, intelligence agencies, communities, and technology companies can create a safer and more secure society for all. We must remain vigilant, informed, and engaged in the fight against extremism in all its forms.